How much is this thing?
I have no idea. I gotta see. So we are live. Let me go ahead and let people know.
Mm, 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 mm.
So I know that when people come in, their comments. Are you able to see the comment thing to the side?
It's to the side.
Yeah,
How do I make this my big screen?
I have no idea.
Like, yeah, I got the comments right there.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
okay.
Alrighty, so there goes Self Love Oracle. Hello. Alrighty. I guess maybe I can send people the YouTube, or you can send people the YouTube.
Let's see.
Child, I know your face. I know your face, girl. I know your face, girl. Thank you for joining.
Mm, 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 mm. I ain't sending shit out anyway.
I'm about to send it to you right now. As a matter of fact,
Oh, gee, thanks.
you just send them that so they'll be able to see that it's live. She's like, just making sure you knew I was ready. I heard the hell out of that.
Okay, you was ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Me ready. Let me see. Live podcast on YouTube. Now, now you on YouTube's lives. Let's go. Oh my God.
Huh?
No, the comment that said Beans Thomas said you on YouTube live. Let's go.
Yeah, we about to do that but now we're gonna have to like let people know ahead of time.
I know, but it's
This,
cool. It's all
cause
right
I
because
forgot it was like live.
yeah, it's live. So I just did a pin on the story on my gram.
I posted on Twitter.
I don't, you know, what, let me go on Twitter. Let me do it. Okay.
Cause usually we do a podcast. We don't really have in a comment section.
I know.
Shit. Shit.
Gotta send out that notification early. So now we gotta pay attention. I know, gotta send out that notification early. But I was on live though. So I was on live and I told people that, you know what I'm saying, we was gonna be on here. So
But next time I'm gonna make an event on TikTok, like you know how you do a live event, but
okay.
it's gonna be like it's on YouTube though,
Okay.
and I'll put the link in there,
All right.
and people will be able to click it. And
Let me go ahead and invite my sisters.
invite everyone. Then you fuck me up. Oh shit, that was a good one.
Look, Brandy gonna get tired of me texting her ass.
I'll manipulate this smoke to go that way.
So you know, of course, be careful with the music because this is YouTube.
You can't hear it.
Nettie. No, let me. You know what? I'm not. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, we can't have the same
Girl,
laugh.
that's my girl.
I'm not about to play with
All right, let me go ahead and invite my sisters. I'm probably going to regret this, and I hope they see that I'm going to regret inviting their answers to this podcast.
you. Don't do that.
I mean, you already know we about to piss off the masses, so it is what it is type
I
situation.
mean, that's what we came to do. That's
You're,
what we are designed to do.
you're very right. You're very right. How did you drop me?
No, almost.
Y'all,
Athena did something to my damn stand.
I wish she was clotheslining your ass.
Oh, father, I ain't even gonna hold you up, bro.
Probably wish
That
she was
kid, I would
clotheslining
not put it
your ass.
past her. Yup, I'm about to whoop her little ass.
You gonna leave my baby alone?
What you mean, leave her alone?
Leave her alone.
She is destruction.
No, she is the goddess of war.
Don't that sound like destruction to you?
Mm-mm. That sound like fuck around and find out. You be because you be doing shit and she gets you back for shit that you do, or you be saying shit and she gets you back like when you least expect it. She get in your ass.
Yeah, we not about to do that because you too
Okay.
much on her side.
Uh,
My friend first.
my bad.
You don't care. You don't care at all.
No.
The privilege the kid has is unreal.
Right. All right. There is Tarisha. Hey, baby. So you guys can ask questions as well as we are going through um the podcast. Now, this is different for both of us because we are used to saying what we say and being able to kind of run through it and not necessarily pay attention to questions. So please give us some grace um as we, kind of get this together, right? So you guys are able to ask questions. We can pin your questions on the screen. If it is anything that is specific, you know, ask. So for the most part, um, y'all already know that we breed chaos. That's kind of what we do. We shine a light to things that people are not ready for, Um, one thing that we were talking about earlier is some of the content that we have, some of the things that we talk about are like downloads and things like that we get, you know what I'm saying? Like things that kind of just come to us in a spiritual fashion, right? And when we talk about it, we understand that a lot of people are not ready to receive that. They're not ready to digest that type of information. So they immediately reject it. So before your cognitive dissonance allows you to reject something that your mind is not ready to accept or digest just yet, sit with it first, write it down, screen record, whatever it is that you got to do to kind of go back to the content to make sure that you can gain an understanding with it. Do that.
You already lost them, but let's go.
I don't I don't believe that I lost them.
Cause it's the ego. Like, what do you mean? I'm not gonna be able to understand
I don't believe that they're
that.
lost.
Okay, we'll see.
I believe that
Cause we got some
they're
nice
following.
topics tonight that is definitely gonna challenge you.
Beautiful. Well, we actually have our first question. Tarisha said, "How can you make meditation easier so that you stop falling asleep?" He would definitely be the person to ask of that. I meditate in the shower. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's easier for me to just meditate in the shower.
um, this might sound crazy, but get in a comfortable get in a comfortable position, but not comfortable at the same time. Like, don't lay down. Obviously, if you're a sleeper, um, And what kind of music rocks you to sleep? Do you listen to
Mm,
like rain noises, or you listen to like a certain meditation sound? Might want to change it. Um, Most people meditate in the dark, but do you have to?
you don't have to. No.
Yeah, like change the environment. You might be in an environment of sleep. Where'd she go? Well, anywho, yeah. Cause I used to go to sleep. I used to go to sleep.
I'm still here. Hold on.
Oh, you good? I was
I was trying
peeping
to
out
figure
going.
it out.
I was like, cause I used to be that sleeper. I used to just, and sometimes I still do. Um, but it's not necessarily a bad thing if you go to sleep doing meditation either. Yeah, a chair, not your bedroom, or sit Indian cross, fold your legs. I lay down. I be out just like this. But yeah, like I said, also like keep the light on. If it's too dark, darkness makes you sleepy. How do you feel when you meditate? Guided meditations. Hmm. I listen to a few on YouTube. It's in my favorites. Um, but I don't do a lot of guided meditations. I kind of like do my own thing. I got my own like certain playlists that I listen to. Mm. And I'm not gonna hold you up. I first started doing meditation like with like slow R&B music. And I was like, okay, maybe I should change this. Then I started doing like rain sounds, and then sometimes I like the African drums, and sometimes nothing, complete and utter silence. I love silence. I might make the sound. I might make a sound for like I don't know 5 minutes. Good question though. You'd be surprised how many times people ask me that a day. I have ADHD, so it's hard for me to focus, but I don't feel like I'm connecting to anyone when I'm meditating. Meditation takes consistency. If you say you do it like once a week or twice a week, you're not building up a even flow. I would like to say. I didn't start getting something from meditation probably like 6 or 7 months in for real, and that's just being honest. It might take longer than that. It might be even shorter than that. It depends. But what really helped me out was psychedelics.
Oh boy,
Hmm.
psychedelic rabbit hole.
Psychedelics or shit, weed, marijuana, anything that just get you in that mindset.
Whew. So about the lady that was bringing my stuff.
You said what?
The lady that was bringing my stuff. She got
Oh,
low.
okay. Oh,
Cause like
okay.
how, ma'am, how?
It's all right. We could be one band, one sound around this month. Oh, you trying to get pregnant? Okay. Well, shrooms is not a won't. mess anything up. Um, it might actually help you out even more. I know pregnant women that do shrooms. This
Really?
one lady, yeah, this one lady told me that she connected to her child so wild that the child told her what kind of name it wanted, how it wanted to
Mm,
be delivered. Like it was really crazy, but I believed it. it
wow.
I believed it. I'm like, that makes sense because it's a sacred medicine, so it don't harm your body. So why would it?
Right, right,
There
right.
is a tap. It taps you in, and so
The more you know.
that's a rabbit hole, like you said. Here we go. It's like it's in a rabbit hole.
Here we are. Oh, I
Oh
knew you
wow,
would. I knew you would. I told the lady I was gonna come to the door. She passed me twice.
she passed you twice.
Twice. Ma'am,
I'm
how?
like, nah. It's many times Cole don't let me have the goddamn show, and she just I don't know what the hell she. I'm like, I could have sworn she put the phone on mute and just like disappeared for like 10 minutes.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, come back, come back.
I can't mute nothing. I'll be the one hosting.
Hmm. No, it just go real silent in your background. I'm like, where the hell did she go?
Look, when you get into a flow, I'll let you flow. I'm
Yeah,
about to interrupt that.
you right. You right. I'm going on a whole tangent. Hmm.
All right. So I am still gonna do our regular recording too. So let me get
Okay.
started.
Oh, we doing both. Hey, we
Mm-hmm.
really out here. Now is this a normal thing now?
Well, it depends on how much stream y'all trying to charge.
Right. Because it's like a free one, right?
Yeah,
So how many free ones we get? Or you just get one? You got
I have to look because it said something about days.
now how many days you can do it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'll take a look.
What are your takes on talking to trees? How to do it and what to present to it? Me, I love trees.
I do too. I talk to
You
my.
could, um, I put my hair in it, like on a bark. I put my ear up into the trunk and listen to the water stream. Um, it's telepathic too. You don't have to necessarily use words. And keep the leaves around the tree. People like to rake up leaves, not knowing the purpose of the leaves is to, continue to feed the soil to go back into the tree. So when you raking up the leaves, you raking up important vitamins the tree needs.
I let the leaves stay. My yard is full of leaves, and it's just beautiful. The amount of color and personality that it adds to my yard. So I told my lawn person, "Don't come." You can always. This is gonna. I mean, it sounds childish, but like you can pour libations, right? You can pour out water. You can get a tree a little shot of liquor. You know what I'm saying? Light liquor, not dark liquor. You
Hey
can.
man, we be heavy with the rum around this mug.
I know.
Speaking of that, I think I want a shot tonight.
Here you go. We already about to tear these people up.
I mean, I don't have anything in the house. I have to obviously leave. Um,
Okay.
so I guess it's pretty good that I don't. I don't think you feel like talking to like Shadow today anyway.
Oh, I don't give a damn. He don't bother me.
uh,
We don't have them issues.
we do not. I don't think we ever will.
Mm-mm.
But I used to climb trees for a living, so I'm very in tune with them.
All right. So we ready? So I can hit record?
Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's go. And remember, guys, you can ask questions. Um, we may display it on the screen unless you say not to. We'll just read it. But you can ask as many as you want.
And if I don't know the answer, I'm just say I don't know. Cole.
Say,
Well, you know what? That was a good question. There she go.
how to block your mediumship ability without closing it completely?
I think it's on once it's on. It's on.
Like once you win, baby. All righty. Why did hold on? You should not be coming down. All right, and we are recording. No, you're good. I'm glad you asking stuff. Hell, whether you're
Hey,
the only one.
if it's one person, we ain't used to anybody saying
Right,
anything.
exactly. This is our first time actually having an audience that we can and like engage with. Sure. All right, so let's go ahead and start the recording. All right, you guys. So welcome back to another podcast of Hurt to Heal featuring R.S.Cole. And
Shadow Soul.
as always, you know that we do not apologize for triggering your trigger. Your cognitive dissonance is what stops you from digesting the information that we give you. So anyway, we are actually live on YouTube
Woo!
recording. So while we're live on YouTube and doing the recording, we will be taking questions from people that are viewing us. So we will be reading those questions out loud and answering them as we see fit. So I'm going to actually go ahead and allow Shadow to take the front lines of this.
Hey. Just like I like it. Okay, today's topic is what are your desires? What what do you truly desire? And you know the number one topic, love. Isn't love everything? Isn't love in the room? Isn't self-love important these days? Everybody's like, I'm just single because I just love myself so much. I don't care about anything else. So no shots, no point intended. I'm just saying. Well, what about the people out there that wants to actually enjoy love, feel love, see love, kiss love, cuddle, have a thing. You looking away like, okay, we we already pulled your cards. Anywho, tell you to stop ducking.
I'm not ducking nothing.
um, I did this cool analogy, and Cole, she liked it, so I was gonna repeat it. It's actually what sparked this whole live in the first place. But it's the way I view love, or how I used to view love, and it's kind of a job, a regular 9 to 5, great benefits, comfort of security of a consistent paycheck, just overall comfortable. You got the in-house, you set up shop pretty well, and then you get too comfortable. It's like something's missing. Like I'm tired of this job. It's like I supposed to be doing something else with my life. Um, what are your and then we start talking about your desires. And now I view love as quitting your 9 to 5 and following your dreams, taking that risk, putting yourself out there, literally finding out your purpose. You might not have been living out your purpose. You've been living too comfortable. But just because you're comfortable don't mean you're walking in your divine light. So when I mean fall in love, you really get to experience it for it's all in its totality. So when you follow your dreams, you're not really sure yourself. You're not really, you don't know which way it's gonna go. You don't know where the money gonna come from, but you just know you have a bigger purpose and you just have faith. And I feel like that's the fundamentals of love, of loving somebody that's your divine partner. You don't know which way it's going to go. You don't know how it looks. You never experienced this kind of love before, but it's what you truly desire. And when I say quit your job, I don't mean like quit your relationship or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it's more to life. It's more to life. And you know the cliche saying, get comfortable with not being comfortable. We're here to grow. We're not here to just plateau. No one wants to do the same thing every day. Um, so yeah, that was my sentiments on that.
I like it. I like it. I like it. You know, I kind of messed you up with the shit that I said earlier.
Hell yeah, you did. I'm like,
Listen, no regrets. I'm trying to see if this banner shows. Do you guys see a banner? Do y'all see a banner?
mm,
Oh,
there you go.
put it on there.
Hey,
I'm figuring it out. I'm getting my shit together.
not you writing in the chat as I'm talking.
I didn't want to disrupt you.
what, how did you feel about the 9 to 5 analogy?
I love the 9 to 5 analogy because, you know, so many people right now are waking up and they're stepping out and they're trying to find their purpose. And whether that purpose is love, whether that purpose is business, you know, whatever your purpose is, you literally are taking a risk. When you walk away from your security, i.e., put yourself out there, put your heart out there, you always go into an uncertain zone. It's going to be uncertainty because you're so used to the comfort of knowing or being by yourself. You're so used to that comfort. And in order for you to grow, you have to become uncomfortable. You have to become uncomfortable in order for you to grow.
But what about not wanting to rock the boat? What about people that's, you know, they refuse to leave a relationship that they have so much invested in? Kids, house, cars, bills, life insurance, just all of these things that we, I guess, desired as kids, what we pictured a perfect relationship would have. How do you tell a person, I'm like, yeah, fuck, fuck all the fuck your 401k plan and everything, and just take a risk out. Just go.
It's going to be hard to hear.
Uh-oh.
But at the end of all, no matter who you're with, how long you're with them, how long you've known them, you should just be thankful and grateful and have and practice the art of detachment. That's hard for people, is having the art of detachment because you have become so comfortable.
Detach.
Oh, yes.
Detach.
Yes.
Ugh. You complete me.
No, I
What?
don't. You complete yourself. You was whole before I got here.
No, I wasn't. I
You
used you. I needed
was.
I needed you to make me feel whole. I used you. And now I'm attached to you. I need you. So I can't detach from something I made my own.
Well, then that, my baby, means that you need some healing. That's what that means. That means that you have abandonment issues. You have things that you have not dealt with within your own life that causes you to not be able to detach and be grateful for the experience that you've had with another individual. Because what happens when I die? Then what?
Hopefully, I die too.
And the bad part, that's the reality too, because that's the bad part. That is actually the reality because people be thinking that way. People be thinking that way. Oh, I just want to jump in your casket and go with you. Why? My mission has been done. The mission that I set out to do is done.
The art of detachment. We preach about that a lot, and I don't know why it doesn't click to people because once it clicked to me, it completely made sense. We causes our own suffering when we are attach ourselves to anything in this 3D. Because guess what? Everything is temporary.
I like.
Everything, what? Oh, everything is made to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is designed. Your kids are gonna grow up. They're gonna be 20. They're gonna be 25. They're gonna be 30. They're gonna be 40. They're going to move on.
Yep.
You hold your kid down. You look back at the old baby pictures. You wishing they was this little again because they're growing up, and you attached yourself to them your whole life. So now you're watching them go out with friends and saying "fuck you" and I'm doing this. I'm going out of town, leaving the state. It's making you feel away.
Mm.
That's that kind of feeling, that kind of pain is no different than a drug. It is a drug. Attachment is a drug because it's an addiction.
You about to
You're
hurt some
attached.
feelings. You about to hurt
It's
some
an
feelings.
it's an addiction. He was like, but I love getting high. I'm like, okay, but you're addicted to it. And who are you without it? What is your identity without your attachment? What is your identity without your attachment? Don't you turn off don't you turn off your camera. We going there. What's up? What's up? What's up? Nah, bring that ass back. You don't get turn off the camera on me.
Ooh.
What is your identity without your attachment? And if you can't answer that question, that's where you start.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because I
Exactly.
had to ask myself that. I had an ex fiance, and I remember I said one thing. I'm like, I don't know what my life would be like without you and my child. And she said, that's deep, but maybe you should figure that out. And she didn't mean it as in like we about to break up or anything. She set the tone. She was like, you can't lose yourself in me. And I was like, whew, too late.
Whoopsie.
Oopsie, I think I'm attached. Hardcore. But
Yeah.
no, it's just a lot of truth to that. I know I was laughing about it, but I can laugh about it now because I was there. I was in that space of not knowing how to let people go or to
Mm.
block people or always seeing the good in the situation, having hope that this is going to one day benefit me, even though it doesn't currently benefit me now. Holding on that attachment for change instead of you being the change of letting go. And then once you let go, you'll realize like it was hurting me. It's like then you let go of some more shit. And you let go of some more shit. And now you light. Now
Hmm.
you light. Now you feel good. Now you could choose attachment if you want to, but now you also know how to remove yourself out the situation without harming yourself
Right.
now. Yeah, feel me?
Oh, we have a comment from Melanie, the stock trader. She said,
Okay.
it's hard to let go when it's a child. What is your response to that?
Start now. Um, You have to realize your child is this extension of you, right? And you love it to death. You know, you brought it into this world, or you helped brought it into this world, and you don't want nothing to bad happen to it. It's like your most prized possession. But learning the process of letting that go is understanding that child, that soul doesn't belong to you. It came through you, but it has its own identity. It has its own DNA. It has its own set of eyes. It has its own brain.
Yeah.
It came through you, but it doesn't belong to you. You are solely responsible for leading and guiding it so it can guide itself. And hopefully, if you was a good parent, that child would be able to continue a good relationship with you, moving forward. Or they can make the conscious decisions and never see you again. And that's the real reality. You make that reality with any choice you make. You make that reality just getting in a relationship.
Hmm.
It's not set in stone that y'all gonna be together forever. You probably had that idea, you had that hope, but honestly, that person gonna wake up one day and say, "I'm leaving," and you'll never see that person again. People have that choice. Is it a very difficult choice? Yes, especially if you don't know how to detach from a situation. Because let's be honest, even with detaching, it comes pain, it comes hurt, it comes grief. I didn't say you're not going to feel any of that detaching. That comes with you tearing something, you're removing something. That's gonna is adhesive. It's gonna hurt, but it's necessary. What's doing more damage to you?
I do agree. I agree. I agree. Um, I believe we did a podcast on, not owning your children. Of course, you're here to shape them and they're going to make a choice for their life. You know, your children have their own personalities when they come here. You know what I'm saying? You can only instill value and teach them certain aspects. And if they choose to deter from those values and those aspects of what you have taught them, I mean, honestly, i.e., look at us. I grew up in a Baptist, Pentecostal, Christian, sanctified, shouting, uh, sitting on the first pew, gotta have this big old sunflower hat, usher tradition. Okay. I don't follow none of that shit. Because my purpose, my soul, my who I am has always told me there's something more, there's something better, there's something different. I did not follow their same path. That's something that they just had to accept. You can't stop me. I'm grown. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
grown,
Like, what you gonna do?
and
Stop
you
me.
did what you wanted to do. I'm going to do what I wanted to. I had a whole different game plan of accomplishing something, some of my divine plans when I got here. It's not you did what you wanted to do, so you can't control what I want to do. You wasn't controlled, or if you was, it was unhealthy and it was toxic. And you're not gonna do that to me.
And I believe that we can have a desire um, for our children, right? Because we always were taught to be planners. We were always taught plan for your future, figure out what you want to do, plan for your future, and figure this out and figure
What
that
you
out.
want to be when you grow up?
Exactly. And a lot of times we've done that to our children. You know what I'm saying? Like we've placed those expectations um on our children. And even I had to step back. Like I can tell you that I was a very, very protective, like overprotective parent. Okay. But I was also an overprotective parent because I was an underprotected child. So that stemmed
Mm.
back from my childhood, right? So I had to notice, as my children got older, I had to loosen up the reins. I had to start to trust them. I had to trust what they were feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to take their emotions into account And so many adults abuse authority. Not saying that you do this, but I'm just saying, just in general, so many adults abuse authority because they think that authority is, since I'm older than you or since I'm your parent, you do what I say or else. You do as I say or else. Opposed to, how can we make this better for both of us? How can we come to a happy medium for both of us? Now, if you have a child that's just resistant, the only thing that you can do is allow them to go. As much as it hurts, as much as it sucks, as much as you don't want to because you feel like I brought you here, they have to learn why they need you, because sometimes when they are caught up in their mind, and especially if they are influenced by other things and other people, they're not going to listen to your reason. They're not going to listen to, hey, I'm trying to do what's best for you, or I'm trying to give you advice on what's best for you. The only thing that they hear is, you're nagging me, you're getting on my nerves, so just stay at a distance. Give them that distance.
It'll start to magically make motherfucking sense.
Give them that distance. And this is going to be real, real hard to swallow. But sometimes your children are your biggest fucking hindrance. Your children can be your blockage. You trying to get somewhere, do certain things, the energy and the attitude that your children choose to take on throughout their lifetime, because we know that they are influenced by the people they're by, school, XYZ. Their energy alone can be a hindrance in your own growth. And until you learn to have the art of detachment and allow things to flow how they need to, sometimes you were just here to birth that vessel, and that vessel needed to go on and do what it needed to do. Sometimes your child's other parent was here so that that child can come into this world, and they needed to go. Doesn't mean that you're always going to be cohesive with the individual that you made the child with, or with that child. Sometimes, and it's gonna fucking sucks, you're just the breeder. And you gotta let the calf figure it out on their own. Western society is what has really, truly, I don't know if I can cuss on here, but told people up real bad, real bad, because you still have colonies and countries and, a diaspora of individuals that the woman gets pregnant, the husband can't see her, she has the child, the village raises the child, right? Ma'am, you was just here to complete our village. The village raises the child. She gone about her merry way with her husband. There's a lot of different aspects in that, and that's a real big rabbit hole. Trust me, it really is. But there is a lot of different aspects. Sometimes you have to understand and accept. Forcing it still ain't gonna fit. It still ain't gonna fit, no matter how much you force it. But if you take life with ease and say, you know what, I'm gonna let this happen. I'm gonna let this play out the way it needs to play out. I'm gonna let this flow the way it needs to flow. I'm going to stop fighting, because the only person that you really fighting is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Have that art of detachment. Learn to love and let go. Learn to love and be a distant. Like that old saying, "Love is letting go," applies.
Let go
So
and
many,
let God.
so many different aspects, right? And the more you fight, the more you keep, battling with yourself, battling with your mental, battling with whomever it is, your child, your spouse, whatever, the more you're going to break yourself down and lose sight of your way. So you have to be old enough to say, okay, not a problem. I'm gonna let you do what you do. And when life kick your ass, I see you there. Toodaloo.
That brings me to a question for you. Still on topic, but switches gears a little bit.
Okay.
What would you say to a person that wants to detach from their shadow side?
You can't. There is no detaching from your shadow side. You cannot have light without the dark. He dropped me again. You cannot have light without the dark.
First of all, I caught you. I got hands, and boy, I'm gonna kick Athena butt. I promise
So it's just like, You can't have light without the dark. You can't have like, darkness without light. They have to coexist together or they don't exist at all. So when people talk about this ego death, your ego doesn't
Ugh. I was
die.
about to say, yo,
Baby,
ego doesn't die, baby.
sorry to tell you, but your ego does not die because your ego is your confidence, your courage, your non negotiables. That's your ego.
Yo, and you, this, how you carry yourself.
Okay. Your ego does not die. So I don't care how many people get up here. Oh, you have to go through an ego death. Where is it going? Where you gonna bury it? In
Where
your
you
back?
going?
Because it's not going nowhere. Your ego is definitely needed because your ego is also what sets boundaries. Your ego is what also helps you face hard truths and hard things that you need to come about. That's how you gonna tell people that they're not about to play with you. So everybody has this turn the other cheek mentality.
Yo, your shadow is your protection.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people all the time, like, you want to know your shadow side, one. And then, like, what you mean, shadow side? I'm going to break it down for you. You ever blacked out when you got drunk and they told you, like, it was an evil spirit that got into you and possessed you? No, your shadow side took over you. Knocked your ass out. You're no longer in control of your vessel.
Sit down somewhere. It's my turn.
Have you ever blanked out during a fight? Like, you don't even remember it. That was your shadow. It was like something just got into me. It's a real thing. It exists. Get to know it.
When some people get so angry, they don't remember things, or all they see, they black out. All they see is red. They don't even remember doing what it is that they did.
Shadow side. Hello.
But it's how you embrace, communicate, because you can't control,
Mm-hmm.
embrace, communicate, and balance your shadow side. Because I'll tell you, and this is going to be very controversial. I don't care.
Say
Oh, you already know I don't care.
it.
Right now, we're in spiritual warfare, right? We are in an age of where we're going to see who is in this lifestyle and who romanticizes this lifestyle. Are you in it because you are on your journey, or are you in it because it's going to get you some likes on TikTok? There's layers and levels. People only know one type of protection, and that's the evil eye. Have no idea of the other systems that are around that can be utilized. Black salt, Himalayan salt.
Get burned candles all the time.
You can burn candles all damn day, but that don't mean shit if you're not connected the way you need to be. I said it once and I'll say it again. Not everybody's bloodline is of a spiritual nature. Not everybody has alchemy in their bloodline. Some people literally, their bloodline
Why
is free
would I? Why would I choose here? Why would I choose to come here and not have any powers?
because it wasn't your choice. Your powers could have been stripped from you in a whole nother life because you didn't use that shit correctly. And then when you come here and still don't use that shit correctly because now you're pulling on the alchemy of others, i.e., different spirits, because you can't do shit for yourself.
That sound real dark over there. People do that.
People do that. They have to rely on other aspects, either other people's energy, you're ciphering energy from other people, or you have to utilize and invoke certain spirits in order to help you because you have no magic yourself. This is spiritual warfare. And if you are not prepared, if you don't have more than surface level knowledge, if you one of these little kitchen witches and these backyard brewhas, then baby, guess what? We about to see who you really are. We about to see these next few months. There is not going to be a release. There is not going to be anything that takes the edge off of what's going on financially, mentally,
No.
emotionally, and spiritually. There's not going to be a release until March. Let's see who makes it
Till March.
until March. So understand, regardless of what systems of magic you utilize, regardless of what systems of alchemy you utilize, if you feel that you are struggling in some areas, whether it's mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, right now it is normal because we are literally in spiritual warfare. The best thing that you can do is stop panicking and flow. Continue to speak over yourself, continue to speak over your life, continue to do the things that you need to do, or fall by the wayside. That brings me to a dream I had. I had this dream 3 years ago, and I remember it so vividly. So vividly. 3 years ago, I had a dream that I was driving down the street and I seen somebody putting a painting, and they were struggling to get this painting into the car. But looking at it, the painting obviously was too damn big for the car, right? But I drove, I got out, I helped them, and we managed to get the painting in the car. Okay. Now, the way the street was, it was very narrow. So I couldn't just bust a U turn and go back out to the main road where I was. I had to go down that street. So as I'm going down that street, I start to see people. These people were face flat, ass up. Like they literally just fell over. They fell on their face. A woman coming out, running after her child because her child just fell over, flat on their face. And I keep going, and this is the same repeated pattern that I'm seeing down this road. And I pull into a convenience store because I'm like, well, shit, I need to get some water now. I go into the store, people flat on their face.
On charger.
I come across an energy um, that was familiar to me, and they say, yeah, they all signed up for them trials, and now this is where they at. There'll be a crew to come clean them up later.
What
What you mean, a crew to come clean them up later?
are you talking about?
What you mean? A crew? Like this is normal for y'all to see this shit? But it was normal because nobody took heed and nobody listened. So everybody fell victim to what was fed to them. Yep, you get it. You connected the dots. You connected it. You connected
What?
it.
What in the West world? Fuck.
You connected it. Yeah, they all fell victim to what was fed to them.
Sound familiar?
Sound very familiar, right? So, what does it mean if your business has taken off during this time? Oh, then that's okay. That means that you have that faith, continuing to be abundant, continuing to go. The doors of my business are still open, honey.
Things keep moving.
Things keep moving. Things keep moving, right? Like if you're normally used to scaling $1 million and you only scale, you know, 900, that's cool. That's okay.
Still
But are you
moving.
gonna give up? Are you gonna just be like, oh, I didn't make that same $1 million again, man? Just forget it. You gonna leave it alone, or you gonna keep pushing because you know that things are about to alter and get better?
Gotta be able to go with the waves with anything and everything. If you can't do it now, you're gonna quit regardless of how big the stakes are.
Exactly.
If you don't quit on yourself now, you never gonna quit on yourself because you've been through work, rougher. You went through the most difficult parts of your life and you conquered it. So now things are then got easy. Why would you quit now? You
And make
forgot
no
who you
mistake.
are. You forgot where you came from.
Hmm. Make no mistake about it. That don't mean you're not gonna have the thoughts. That don't mean that you ain't gonna just be like, all right, cool. But who's gonna fold like the laundry is what it is.
Out here falling like lawn chairs. I want to go back to the spiritual people that don't have, powers and manipulation. What kind of advice would you give men that are dating a spiritual fuck girl?
So I did a video, right?
No, wait, definition of a spiritual fuck girl. Definition.
Okay. A spiritual fuck girl is a woman who comes into this space, right? Who romanticizes the space and she utilizes it for manipulation. Okay. No, baby, not a spiritual hood girl, a spiritual fuck girl. Just like you got fuck boys, baby, there's spiritual fuck girls out here too. Okay.
I said what I said.
A spiritual fuck girl will go and learn certain aspects of things, right? Tarot is going to be her first key to learn so that she can understand how to manipulate people's minds. Okay. She has no divination skills. I said it once and I'll say it again. Divination and tarot reading are two separate things. Okay. So she's going to enthrall you. You know, she's going to come to you. She's probably going to have somebody do some little love, little roses, little love spells and stuff like that to gain your attention, right? Then she's going to pull cards telling you that, Spirit said we got to be together. Spirit said this, Spirit said that. It is never going to be something that she's saying. It's Spirit said, Spirit said, Spirit said, or your ancestor said, your team said, your people said. Listen, your people gonna come to you first. And if your people can't go to you, they're gonna go to somebody that's trusted. They're not gonna just go to some random piece of pussy and then tell you, hey, this is what I need you to do, or this is what you ain't doing. I said in my video, and I stand on that. A lot of y'all is just a piece of pussy trying to use these men spiritually, thinking that you're gonna capture them because Spirit said. Spirit ain't said that shit. His ancestors said shit to you, ma'am. You outside grandma's house because you can't even get in. Literally. Spirit said, Spirit said, Spirit said. No, ma'am, you're saying. Just go on and say what it is you got to say. They cover themselves up. They cover up their true motives by trying to make it seem like Spirit said it. Because what spirit? I don't know what spirit you're talking to. And then sometimes they fuck around and they deal with somebody who actually is spiritually in tune, actually is very spiritually inclined, but they don't show their hand. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a lot of men who know a lot of aspects of spirituality and they just don't say anything because they're waiting on what it is that you got to say. And the moment that you slip up, you're gonna
Cause you
get.
will. Cause you will. You
And I
will
love
fuck up.
this comment. I love. You can't make a meal, but you can make a love spell. If the only thing that you know is a freezer spell, sit down. Because okay, I got to put this out here. Why you want your enemy or bang for workings next to your food? Tell me why. I want somebody to explain it to me. Unless you have a whole nother separate freezer that's for those type of workings or whatever. Y'all still out here doing freezer spells? You guys still out here stealing men's semen? do you want even better? Because now I'm about to come for y'all. Y'all still writing men's names in y'all panties?
Yep. I answer that for you. I answer that for you.
Because why? I just it baffles and it baffles and behooves me of half of the shit that people learn on the Google and they try to apply it to everyday life. Now, are there some useful things that can be found on the Google? Sure. But the fact that a lot of y'all, a lot of these women, a lot of these folk have based their entire spirituality, their entire being, their entire journey from Google.
A lot of this history, a lot of this knowledge, it's not even written down.
Exactly.
It's not even written down. It's been passed down.
And I don't care what anybody tells you. Your godparent does not have to be earthside. You can get downloads or you can dream of somebody having a conversation with the person who's been spiritually guiding you since prior to your ass entering this earth. And they can teach you everything that you know. You could wake up knowing shit that you ain't never knew before because it's in your genes, it's in your blood. When you can wake up and you be like, oh, I know how to do this, and don't even know how the hell you do it, or you used to do something a particular way, and all of a sudden you wake up and you start doing it a different way. It's in your blood, it's in your DNA. You have guidance. Now, this is probably gonna get me blocked out the spiritual community, but I don't give a shit because I said what I said and I stand on it. A lot of these people that teach you, that do the teaching and stuff like that, and all that, listen, if they're not telling you to further your journey, if they are not telling you that you are going to get more information from spirits, more information from dealing and working with your ancestors, and you are from me, that is a problem. I can only take you part of the way. I take you to the gates. Once you enter those gates, it is up to you to continue to obtain the knowledge, to continue to connect with yourself, with your higher self, with your guides, with your team. Your team ain't gonna go to everybody. So all of these people that go to these different oguns, these babalawas, listen, I'm not saying that they all fake. I'm not saying that. I'm telling y'all to utilize discernment when you are allowing people to pull on your ori. That is what I'm saying. And even when people that are ordained to pull your ori, they still won't know everything. They can only still take you part of the way. You still have to do the work. So, for example, let's say Shadow goes to, a Baba Ogun, right? And that Baba Ogun says, hey, you need to, or excuse me, who holds your head is Olokun, right? I can help you do Olokun, let's get you initiated, blah, 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 right? And Shadow goes through and he gets his initiation, he does everything, but he don't do shit else.
I'm just initiated. I'm just in this boy chilling.
You just chilling.
You got your degree. You ain't do nothing with it. You just chilling.
You just chill. You aren't doing nothing. You done got everything. You done went through the fire, literally went through the fire through your initiation, and you've done nothing with that. You can always go back to your godparents and ask questions, but what happens when your godparents are no longer earthside? You are continuing to rely on humans. You are continuing to rely on men to teach you everything. And there are some things that not everybody is privy to. You could be privy to information that other people are not. That's just honest. I would go into my experience, but I'm gonna leave that where it's at. And I'm gonna only leave that where it's at because it was funny. Because when you got a team and they swarm somebody and they have never seen that many spirits show up for one person ever, and they don't know what to do with it, and one of your spirits is the enemy of their spirits, then what you do? Then what do you do?
What can you do?
What
It's not
can you do?
what can you do?
That's the thing, Beans Thomas. You don't have to have godparents. You have to connect with you. Spirituality is about getting back to your godlike consciousness, being able to walk amongst the realms of those who walk with you. Literally, people with flesh can only teach you so much. And I
Tell
know,
me about it. Tell me about it.
and
Tell
I
me
know I'm
about
limited.
it.
I gave a really good example to people, right? So there's a lot of spirits out here, and I'm gonna say this spirit's name, and it is what it is. Do your own research because I'm not about to give you everything, but I'm gonna give you this little bit. We're gonna take Boone for example. Boone can grant you what you want. Boone can grant you desires, your wishes, make you popular, right? Make you in demand for your product, your services, right? But Boone can also win court cases. He can also help with court cases and judgments. But see, humans will teach you money, 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 money. But when you work with and you connect with those different aspects and you connect with those different spirits, they will teach you. They will talk to you. You want to learn a whole lot? Volok, he'll teach you. He will teach you. Wealth of knowledge. Wealth of knowledge with that spirit. Illegals. Leviathan. Wealth of knowledge. But fleshy people ain't gonna tell you that because they don't know that. That's not the part of them that they seen out of that spirit. If you've never had a past life regression, I recommend it. I recommend it. Go into it with an open mind. And what is it that you need to see? What does your team want you to know? What does your team want you to see? What do they need you to understand about yourself, about your journey, about every aspect? Opposed to saying, I want to know how I can make this man love me, or I want to know, you know what I'm saying, how I
You have a
can
bigger and deeper
rich.
purpose of being here.
Exactly. Do you know that there are some nomadic people who are extremely wealthy, wealth of knowledge, wealth of health? They can get money quickly. They can get what it is that they want, but that's not what they want. But they can show you how. A lot of people will demonize some practitioners living in an apartment doing money work, right? But that's a part of their nomadic journey. That's a part of their journey. But things always working out for them though, right? They always seem to have what they need, right?
And they always where they want to be.
They always where they want to be. Always want to, you know what I'm saying? But
Isn't that the goal?
abundant. They can be like they can say, "Man, I need $5,000," and all of a sudden they get a settlement check for something they didn't even know that they had a settlement with. It is literally about you understanding your purpose. This money don't mean shit. This money don't mean shit. Everybody so, oh, what about this love, 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 love? Do you love you? Love is a vibration, love is an energy. Love is not within a person. Nobody can complete you. You are supposed to be a whole person prior to meeting someone else, and they enhance the emotion that you feel. If you're not vibrating the energy of love, then how the hell you know what it feel like? That's why so many people feel lost.
And if you don't know how to feel, like, how can you attract it?
Exactly. Yeah,
You
you're
going
right, Love Oracle. She said most are only chasing money.
hmm because that's the center of. We made that the center of life. Well, we've been conditioned to make that the center of life. People don't
Because
even want truth. Truth is love. People can't even handle the truth. The truth gets you killed. It gets you crucified. You all see what's going on in the media. Truth. You can't have any amount of truth. And then you got your people that's controlled by money, silence for speaking the truth because you don't want to lose your car or your big house or your endorsement deals or your shoe deal. You don't want to lose anything because Masa has granted you this opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity. So you don't want to fumble it. So you know what you're gonna get on the TV and do. You know what you're gonna get in front of your friends and family and do. Play the fucking banjo. About to play the motherfucking banjo because it's no longer about your purpose. It's no longer about your life's mission. Now you just made it real selfish and you just real became real self-centered and it's all about you. You and yours. Fuck serving the collective. You stop serving the collective, you sold your soul. You once you make that decision, say I no longer want to serve the collective, it's all about me. You just made yourself God. Like, oh, it's me. You're
Mm.
no longer an extension of God. Now you just separated yourself from God. So now you separated yourself from God's protection. And you're gonna have to face that. So you
Right.
see all of these people's cooning on TV, not falling in line because of truth. All your religious folks, truth. Truth is in your face right now. You decided to still go with the Matrix. You so far programmed. You don't even see what's going on. The veil has not been lifted from you.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Love. All that is the center of love.
And the crazy part too, like you said, the truth is in your face. The truth has been in your face. You legit live in somebody else's reality because who said that you needed this or that? Who set the standard for what love is supposed to be? Who said this is how you have to operate? This is how you have to do. This is what you're supposed to do because it was controlled by laws. Like your laws is somebody else's reality.
Your laws are somebody else's reality. Somebody else had that thought and put it on paper and told you this is what we're gonna do now for the history of the rest of all of the fucking eternity, and you don't get a choice. What? I didn't come here. I didn't come here for that shit. I didn't come here to listen to nobody. I came here to create my own reality. But
Mm-hmm.
no, it's not how this works. We have dictators. We have people that hijack your experience. Earth ain't supposed to be ghetto.
It's really not.
Earth is never supposed to be ghetto. It's been hijacked since the fucking start. Well, for us,
Listen, people are no longer drinking from the well. People are putting on the glasses that was stripped to them so many years ago. And they are trying to get this under control. And I'm getting chills, so I know I'm about to say some shit. They are trying to get this under control, and they can no longer control this. They can no
correct.
longer control you. What they have to realize is we as a collective, we outnumber and we outweigh all of them. Because how do you think that they were able to rush in these dang on political houses and these political offices? Because the moment that they didn't get their way, what they do? Storm in, right?
Lost that motherfucking mind.
Lost their goddamn mind. So until you learn to deconstruct, decode the shit that was given to you, you're gonna continue to be in the hamster wheel. It's like you in a cage. Like you may as well consider yourself in PetSmart, running on one of them fucking hamster wheels, right? And you running on a hamster wheel is what gives them generation and it gives them power. right? You are what is feeding their generator, excuse me, to give them power. But the moment that you stop and them lights cut out, everybody gonna look.
And
We're
it's,
in.
it's real. It's real fucking simple. It's real simple. It just takes one person. I'm like, look, we have control. No, you don't. Shut up. Well, it might not look like that because it's just one of me. But if we all
If we all
just
do it,
just
if we
jump
all
off this bitch one time, guess what? Guess what?
just once.
The whole system shuts down, and we are in control. Just like that. But you scared. You got too much fear in you. They did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
They did a good job, but it's not going. It's over. It's over. They did a really good job, but it's no going back, and they know that. That's why they reaching so hard right now. Why do you think they going so hard in the paint? Just ask your question. Why is this? You think this is over basketball? You think this is over sports? You think this is over music?
Nope.
No, we're changing the frequency. And they look like, no, it's slipping out of our hands. We got to get back in control of this. The next thing is plugging a cord on social media and the internet.
Yep. Oh, you know they ready. You know they ready.
They ready. They be like, how do we unplug the internet? But they can't because the internet is spiritually guided.
And do you guys know that the original actual media, the messenger, was water?
Mm. Streams and downloads. That's why they call it a stream.
Mm-hmm. Mainstream media. That's how it got its name. That's how it got
And
its name, right?
but you might not believe that because you don't really drink fresh water.
You know how,
Water that's alive.
right? Living water, right? You know how, ooh, I'm about to fuck y'all up. I'll
Do it.
say it though.
Do
You know
it.
how they say, oh, the Bible, in the Bible, man came from dirt, right? But if you came from dirt, then why is 70% of your bottle water? Explain to me why 75% or 70%, excuse me, of your body made up of water.
Isn't that like an interesting fact that your body is 70% water?
When you are born, your amniotic fluid is, how do you develop when you're born? I'm just saying, it's definitely a rabbit hole
You are born in water. You are developed in water.
entirely.
You expand in the water and then you come out and shit. You can go right back in the water.
Do you know that a baby can be born and still be underwater for hours and still be okay? I just really want people to think. That's all.
Not even talking about the environment that we live in. That's water above us and all of that. Like, too much of a rabbit hole. Okay.
The water is not disappearing, okay? The water is going back where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, say that part. It's going back to source. But they will tell you it's a water shortage.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's drying up. Never believe what they come out and say out of their mouth. Have we not learned that yet? Anything they scream is a natural disaster, fear. I do the complete opposite. Or at least I'm gonna challenge it. I'm not gonna take it for sure evidence, face value. No, I'm gonna question it. That's the whole point. What do you think?
Right.
Or you gonna just gonna allow somebody to create? I mean, control what you think for the rest of your life. Yeah, I eat my cucumbers on my watermelon for sure.
Hmm.
Isn't global warming still happening? Meaning there should be more water. Global warming is a myth. The planet is going to heat up. Nature is changing. Gaia is calling everything back and taking over. Everything they thought they had in control is going to cease to exist. How much power do you think they have? I think we give them too much credit, to be honest.
Facts. And that's why I said we are way more powerful.
You you think they could change Earth a little bit? They can manipulate a little energy. They not that. They could let off all the nukes in the whole entire world, and it still won't blow up. It's gonna rebalance itself. The most toxic thing they created in this world can't blow the world up. They can only blow up what they created. I mean, what they built on the earth.
Right.
That's it. You ain't gonna blow the water up. Might fuck the land up a little bit. It's gonna come back together. It's alive. It's gonna grow. It's gonna go right back to normal. You're just gonna wipe us all out. Maybe.
Right. And that's strong, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe I might not die. Maybe I just be like, wow, they just killed themselves. They just reset the world.
But I wonder if people actually know that fear is what weakens your immune system.
Create diseases.
Fear literally weakens your immune system.
That's why everybody was really getting sick during COVID.
Hmm.
Fear. Put that fear out there. Anytime there's a global pandemic, they got to throw fear out there. And the fear is actually making you sick and lowering your immune system to allow whatever virus they've done created to seep up into your system. If you walk around like the king god you are, the light being that you are, you're gonna alchemize that energy. You might have a headache. You might be down for about a few days, but you're gonna be okay.
The earth is getting rid of a lot of stuff. You're right. Because Mother Nature is tired. She is tired. The balance is coming back.
When you have been the one teacher bullshit since you were born. Mm.
Yep. Out the womb, what they want to do. You got to do this in the hospital. You got to register your child. You got to, we need a count. For what?
Yeah, that's crazy what they once I first had my daughter and I just realized how much they just wanted to dictate the life of my child already. I was like, this ain't natural. Sign all this paperwork here, birth certificate, ID, all of this shit. And it's just like, yo, and if I don't do it, you gonna take my kid away from me? I
Right.
gotta have a name. I gotta have a name for my kid. What? I gotta get vaccinated because what the mother just pumped into the kid, you don't matter. You don't matter. It's what we give your kid. It's the formula we made for your baby. It's the prenatals we give you. We make it for you because you can't do it yourself. You don't
Mhm.
know the natural herbs and what to put in your body for. We strip that knowledge from you. You don't have that information. You have what you have been conditioned to know.
And don't let it be your first kid. They're about to fearmonger the hell out of you. We got to get a baby.
Ooh. and you gonna listen. You
or
gonna
their
listen
blood
because
won't clot. Your child does not have to have a fucking vitamin K shot so that the blood clots. If you delay cord clamping and you breastfeed, your child's immune system is fine. Your child's body knows what to do. The human body is a built mechanism that understands how to run itself. How people die early is by invoking and entering into this world of what they provide you.
the knock years off our life expectancy just of how we came in the world. But like they're
Right.
fine. I'm like, you don't know, you just knocked 100 years off my life.
That part.
Now I might just live to be 102. Great. You're not you because you've been conditioned to think we supposed to live a certain age. Aging is a disease.
And the crazy part about it is them same people that will teach and tell you that ain't read the Bible to know that some of the folk in the Bible was 600, 800, 900. Oh, okay.
Think about age. What ages you? Fear, stress, anxiety. Don't it turn your hair gray?
Yep.
Yes, aging is a part of life. Yes, but you can definitely accelerate the process. How many people that's 20, 19, some men already lost their hair? They were like, no, that's that's in my DNA. No,
I mean, generational habits is a real thing. There's no such thing as generational diseases. It's generational habits. What
everything on
else?
this earth, we
Mm-hmm.
we could fix ourselves with it, literally. Did you see an article where like they want to ban herbal medicine?
Mm-hmm.
They want to ban herbal medicine because that's the truth. They want to ban the truth. They're like they are accessing too much information. How do they know that herbs fixes the body? That means our billion-dollar, trillion-dollar industry that is designed to kill them, they won't need it anymore. Oh hell no. So we're going to make the rule, we're going to make the law that what God put on this earth you can't use.
As to
What
why
kind of motherfucking shit? What? Are you mad? You telling me why I can't go on this earth? You have the audacity to tell me where the fuck I can go?
yep. Because we have to know where you go. That's why you're gonna need these passports and this real ID real soon. Because
You
we gotta,
have to know when I fly and leave here?
yes, we need to keep track of you. We need to know if you leave and you don't come back.
You straw man.
Mm.
You shed that straw man, they coming after your ass.
Ooh, they coming after you for sure. Yeah, I mean, and I agree with that, Mrs. Collins, that you can tell them to delay cord cutting, but vitamin K is also still found in the colostrum of the mother's breast milk. You don't have to inject the child with that. And I get it, from your perspective, but it's a natural occurring element in the body.
You do know they came up with all of this because women were having the complications.
Right. I see. I wasn't going.
That's just a truth. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's a
I
fact.
agree. I agree. But listen, I wasn't trying to give it to him that raw.
My bad. My bad. Hey, hey. Shadow. I fucking go there.
I know. I'm already knowing. Yo, listen, I'm already knowing, right? But it's just like, but we know the reason why they were having complications is you don't have genes. I ain't go. I'm not. Nope. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this with you tonight. We supposed to be talking about relationships.
The rabbit hole.
We supposed to be talking like, can you
This
guys
mat. This
imagine?
matters about relationships. This
Can
goes my
y'all
back.
imagine if we was inebriated, how our conversation would be?
They don't know. They don't know. They just getting hip. Just getting hip.
And that is
Like
correct. We are definitely the main ones dying when it comes to childbirth because we're not taken care of or taken seriously in childbirth. You know, last year, a lot of hospitals just had to do a recalibration with their nurses and doctors. They had to go back through training to know that Black women actually do feel pain.
conditioned to y'all been test them is forever. Trained, worked on.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she can handle this, we got to see how much she can handle so we can give it to this woman using you. I'm like, okay, she's the max. She's the goal. So if she can make it this far, then we for sure can make it at least this far.
Think about
Use it as a measuring tool.
it. Mm-hmm. Think about
Yeah.
Henrietta Lacks. Everybody should be thankful to her. If you've ever had a vaccination, or if your kids have ever been vaccinated, you should be thanking Henrietta Lacks. Why? Because it's her genes that they still use to this day.
To this day, and have ownership over. It's crazy how they have ownership over our shit. You know what I just found out today? I was today years old when I found out Muhammad Ali doesn't. His family doesn't own his name.
Nope, he was a boxer. They patented him.
No, no, because Layla Ali, she wants to use her name, but it's too. She in court right now fighting to try to own her name because someone else owns her father's name and it's too close to hers.
You know,
I said, "Are you serious?"
they patented it.
They take it. It don't matter. They say you become successful as long as once you pass, all of that comes back to us. It don't go to your family. You don't get to continue to build generational wealth. No, this wealth was just for you. Now we're gonna take it back once you leave. You was just chosen to do this. We allowed you to do this. Now you gone, you died. Now it comes back to us and we get to choose the next person.
That part.
Whoa. Think about all these life insurance policies.
Think about
Record labels have. It's just so much information to just be able to that's out there for you to still just walking blindly and just worrying about three dimensional stuff that don't matter.
they want you to worry about money. They want you to worry about health. They want you to worry about these things. Why? Because it all plays into their hand.
But the crazy part about it is people will try to worry about all of that and won't even worry about themselves.
At all. Totally forget about themselves.
You just ignored it to even be able to get your hands and thinking about all of that. You just got to worry about your own mental to be able to make sure you even working properly. To worry about something else.
Because as long as you still need us, you won't turn against us.
It's
As
like you be
long
eating
as
out the pot of
we
my
still
hand.
need you, there you go.
It's like they did a whole money ritual on us. It was like, along we need you to be eating out the palm of my hand forever.
Yeah.
We're gonna take money from everything you do, even if you hit the lottery. We taking the money from your ass.
Mm, 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 mm. It's a rabbit hole. But the best relationship you're gonna have is with yourself.
What do you desire?
To go back to the
Can you
ocean.
can you even begin to even answer that question if you don't even know what love is?
Mm.
Hmm. You're gonna continue to block yourself. You're gonna continue to not do your shadow work. You
Ooh.
can't even desire properly. You can't even pray properly.
You know, I hear a lot of women that are like, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, right? You love yourself, but you won't take yourself out that toxic situation. You love yourself, but you won't stop subjecting yourself to things that ruin your mental health. You love yourself, but you won't stop dealing with that person who you knew was no good for you because the dick was good.
Ignore all the red signs and the spiritual messages you was getting. Your intuition got you in a chokehold, and you just like, nope. I'm gonna ignore all that. There's something tragic happens to you before you have a wake up call. You gotta have your come to call the Jesus moment, and you still go back.
You ignored it because you love them, right? You ignored it because your mom or
Attachment,
your grandma told you sometimes you got to put up with a little shit to have a man take care of you.
attachment. Go back to attachments.
But you have some women that will let their husbands, dads, and shit like that touch their daughters so he can continue to take care of the household. Your mother sold your body so that she can be comfortable. Mm.
That's the dark shit. That's the truth. That's the hard truth.
Very hard truth. They always tell you that, oh, women are not supposed to chase men. But you know that in nature, women is who pick men. Y'all don't pick us, we pick you. You have to live up to our standards in order to be good enough for you to interest and provide your genes to. And if
Mm.
your genes are just that good, we just may share you.
Mm.
Y'all not ready for that conversation yet.
Ooh, you gotta be a different level of being. You gotta shed your ego. You gotta no, not. I don't mean shed as in it's gone, but you have to not allow it to lead you and be in the forefront. You have to be in tune with your shadow. You have to do your shadow work. You have to do your healing to even understand what that even means. You have to go through that whole process. If you didn't do none of that made sense to you. You questioned it. You got triggered by it. You, your misogyny came out. Your alpha male energy came out.
Look, I said that shit once and I say it again. That shit is not real. Okay? The moment I hear a dude say I'm an alpha male, turn off.
Oh, why? Why? I carry alpha energy.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Mm-mm.
I'm not no beta male. I'm alpha.
Because ain't no such a thing as a goddamn beta, theta, and traitor male. God damn it. That shit is a false conception of reality that made your balls jump. That's all the fuck it was. It gave you a sense of belong. It gave you a sense of purpose. It allowed you to feel that you belong to a certain colony that does not even exist, especially among humans.
Can you break that down just a little bit to the
Facts.
audience?
So, the original scientists that came up with the terms alpha male, right, studied wolves.
Google it. Y'all Google. Wait, they Google everything. Google this.
Oh, right. You can go to the Google. It was about studying wolves, right? Now, that same scientist went back and was like, I don't even like that. So he actually scrapped the idea. Another scientist picked it up when they were studying monkeys. They were trying to see what the dominant male species or what the dominant male monkeys were doing. But then what they also did was they compared those monkeys to melanated men and they gave them a name. Oh, you're an alpha. Yeah, you're strong, you're built, you can lead, you can this, you can that. We're going to give you this. This is your label, this is your name. You took that shit, you beat on your chest, and you ran with it. It's a false conception of your reality. It's a false conception of your personality. If you're an asshole, just say that. If you got big muscles and a little dick, just say that. It
But
is what it is.
but I already formed the attachment to that word to the meaning. I invited it into my spirit. What you mean I'm not alpha?
The
What,
art of detachment.
but I'm a Cancer.
Cancer kills people. You know I got something to say for everything you about to say. Go ahead.
Oh man, the satire. If you didn't catch it, um, once you come to the truth and realize who runs the world, it'd be so easy for submission after that. You have to submit. Everyone has to submit.
But do you submit or do you surrender? There's a
There we
difference.
go. There we go. I didn't mean submit. Not the word submit. You are absolutely right. Thank you for the correction. Instant correction that I thank you. I was saying surrender. I was thinking surrender and saying submit.
My heart started pounding like, hold on, wait a minute now.
Surrender. Surrender. You're right. Thank you for not being afraid to challenge me and play. Do you mean this? I'm like, yep. See, that's a protection. That's a form of protection right there. That a black man be like, no, no, this I knew what I meant. I'm like, hold on. She's absolutely right. That's a form of protection. But what a man would that's that's ego. Won't even allow you to speak.
Mm.
Even if you out here misspoke. Even if you misspoke. I can't take your guidance for nothing. Even though you birthed me.
You about to go down another rabbit hole? And I'm about to help you. Miss Self Love Oracle said, I don't know about sharing. Well, why not? I mean,
Cause
that's why not? I believe that Western civilization has perverted everything, right? Because it's not always about that experience. Let's be clear, women outnumber men 6 to 1. It used to be 7, but we start having more boys, right? Women outnumber men 6 to 1.
a lot of women. Well, you about to break us down mathematically. Numbers don't lie.
Right.
Numbers don't lie.
They don't lie. But see, what they told you was, hold on, I want y'all to see my face for this. I was actually finishing my dinner. That's why I got off camera. But what they told you was that, I will repeat, that the man is supposed to pick the women, right? He is supposed to be the one to choose you when it's the other way around. Think about birds. Let's take peacocks, for example. What do they have? Big, bright feathers, colors, and birds do these dances and these songs and they sway and all of that so they can put their baby batter in the female bird. Okay. Deer. Same thing. And they will fight to the death over some cooch cooch. They will fight to the death. They challenge and battle each other. And that woman says, or that female, that feminine energy says, yes, I can procreate with you. And then he goes, they procreate, and he runs along. She can go and tell her homegirls, hey, he got some good genes. He won this fight. Bam, here we go.
Mm,
That's the one that we need to continue our generation with. That's the one that we need to continue our life with. We have to keep our species going, and he has the genes to do it.
mm. Chosen.
Right? He has the genes to do it. So it's not about attachment or being with them, right? What they didn't tell y'all is that there were women that had many husbands, and she had a kid with each of them. She had a kid with each of them because they gave her what she needed. Now it flipped, and when a woman's husband died, that other husband would take that woman and that child in, or if they had a child, it would take them in to make sure that they were safe from the things that were to come. So this is where polygamy and polyamory and shit came from. Polygamy is the art of protection. It is a family woven protection. It has nothing to do with sex. Because even though
Village.
he took in that wife, exactly, even though he took in that wife and that child, it was to make sure that that child was raised properly. It was to make sure that that wife was protected so that she was not raped and brutally murdered by the enemy that was coming, or left alone and seen that she was alone, or who heard that her husband had got killed or died or whatever, so she would not be subject to attack. So she was taken in, and she was then married, you know what I'm saying, to this other male. Now, when got here, they were like, hey, hmm, we can profit off of this. Because if I put a title on you and a title on you, make you pay me money, and then only I can tell you when y'all can't be together no more because it helps me with my tax breaks, then we gonna do that. Did you know the old ordain of marriage had nothing to do with a piece of paper, had nothing to do with a judge? You could get with somebody, be with somebody, and be like, hey, this is my husband, this is my wife, because that's the energy that y'all share together. And it was spiritually ordained. It had nothing to do with anybody signing a piece of paper.
Or being in the judge with a black robe, thinking they're the balance of justice. They think they the scales of justice. They think
So,
they
have y'all ever, if you have ever been married, I really want y'all to go back and read your marriage license, right? Think about that because when you got your driver's license, you got to renew that every 4 to 8 years. So if your marriage is a license, then why don't you got to renew?
I don't think they heard you in the back.
So when you decide, I love you and I love you, we going to be together. We going to do this thing until we say we ain't doing this thing no more. They came in with, well, the woman has no rights if it's not on paper. But if he writes her in his will, there's nothing you can do.
Nothing.
But they don't want you to have a will. They don't want you to have a trust. Because if you name your soul partner, let me say it again. If you name your soul partner, your beneficiary, your heir, in your will, your living trust, your dying trust, your testament, they can't touch it. But if you're not married and you weren't named anything, the state gets to take everything.
It belongs to the state. Everything you ever done in this life doesn't go back to your family.
It goes to probate, and the state decides how to dissolve it. Only because you didn't sit in front of a judge and say, it's okay for y'all to be together.
That's a lot of power, and that's just normal. We made that normal.
Yeah, because this is what we were told when we were children. Women were told your end goal in life is to get a husband, right? And have children. So when you get a husband and have children, what else are they supposed to do? Why you think
Plateau.
you're happy? Exactly. They plateau because like this saw you be like, oh, she got the ring. Now she don't do nothing no more. Because that's what she was conditioned to do.
That's
That's
conditioned
what
to
she
do.
was.
There's nothing else to life. I did that at 25. You know, I got a job. You told me to get a job. You told me to get out and get a job. So I got a job. So I've been working this job, and I'm tired of working this job. I feel like it's more to life. You see how we tied this all the way back.
Right. You
If
just
you wasn't here from the beginning, you tied it all
guys
the way
here.
back. I
This
told you,
gonna be
even if
saved
we
on here though. It's gonna be saved on here. Don't worry about our beginning antics, and it's also gonna be on the podcast as well. Because even though we're live, I'm also still recording the podcast. But it's like we were sold the constitution of marriage. We were sold that somebody said, nah, they can't be together unless we say so. Because we got to track them through our system. And if they decide they don't want to be together no more, they got to get a divorce. But only a judge can actually say that you can be divorced. Because you know a judge can deny your divorce.
work it out, 6 more months. He's abusive. Don't matter what I don't believe it.
A judge can deny your divorce. And it doesn't matter the cause. You can say irreconcilable differences, this and that, and this and that. You have to plead your case as to why you are no longer in their constitution, as to why they can no longer tax off of you. You have to plead your case, my love. But do y'all all know, and ooh, this probably gonna be in trouble, get me in trouble. The moment that you both make an agreement that you no longer want to be together, this is no longer what it is that you want, and you both sign a piece of paper and a third party notarizes it, technically you're no longer divorced because you have a third party witness. So just like that third party witness was there to sign your marriage certificate, but you know what they're going to tell you? Oh, well, you still have to put it through and file it with the court. You have to put it through and let the judge sign off on it so that they can now deconstruct what they have on the back end. Because if either one of you die, they were looking for your probate. I'm not saying that there's an issue with getting married. Let
Yeah,
me
you did. Why I
be
want to get
clear.
married? What the? Where it is? Yeah,
That's
it
what
is. Because
you want to do.
what happened if I just like found that
Listen,
one soul partner and I was like, you know what? I want marriage. I want to be with this one divine union.
then do it. But then what happens if she want a second husband? Or what happens if you want a second wife? Oh, don't look at that little beautiful watch now. What happens if it's like, hey, honey, I love you. We have three beautiful boys together. However, I found this man who exemplifies all these qualities who can additionally add to our family. And he may be able to give me a girl. I want to have that man's baby. I want him to be a part of our family.
Court. They not ready for this conversation
No, I don't think
at
so.
all. This conversation is not. It is not ready. For everything we talked about, this is for sure not the one
Mm.
because they not gonna like my response to it.
Look, she said because our forms weren't filled out correctly. Exactly. No, you can't leave him. No, you can't divorce her. You missed something on this form.
Right, because first of all, there's no such thing as unconditional love. I love with terms and conditions. Okay, my love
Here's
comes
these
with conditions. What are you
Here's
talking
these
about?
terms. Self love Oracle said those things should be discussed before, or it's a discussion they need to have when they decide that. But why? You're an individual that can make a choice for your life.
And things change just because we discussed it in the beginning. That was 5 years ago. Do we not grow? It's not love. Love. Don't we supposed to grow with love?
A red flag in my marriage for me with my ex husband was when he told me, "You are not the woman I married." Duh,
No shit.
Sherlock.
You're not. You're not the same guy from high school. Oh my god, I was 14.
I'm supposed to grow, right? Like, I'm supposed to learn more. I'm supposed to grow more, embrace more, do more. But you want me to stay the same. You're not, what?
Who told you that made sense?
I have no idea. But see, Shonda, the thing is, they allow women to have more than one husband. It's just not as televised because it's actually more normal for women to have more than one husband than it is for men to have more than one wife. Because logically speaking, a man cannot please multiple women in that fashion because they tap out or they no longer work after a while, right? But with a woman, her peak is different. It's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So she can saddle whomever she wants to saddle and be okay. The queen bee does it all the time. You're so right. You are so right. And you know what happens to the male bees? After a certain period, they kick the male bees out the colony. And the females are the one that raise the larvae, that raise the eggs, and do everything that they need to do. And then the men are allowed back if they survive the winter. The men are allowed back during pollination season. Nature will literally tell you everything it needs.
Nature is a motherfucker. We don't even get to talking about nature because when you can't argue nature, nature is unfortunately a fact.
Animals are so much more connected than these humans are because their value, their and I'm talking about animals in the wild. Yeah, we get our pets and they're cute and all that great stuff, right? But if you really sit and watch animals in the nature, it's different. Everybody, oh yeah, I'm the lion, I'm the king lion, I'm this, I'm that, da, 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 da. What people don't know is that the pack of lions, it's the lioness who actually run the pack, not the male. He's there for sex and protection.
And not the prayers mantis that eats the female prayer mantis that eats the head of the male
Yes. Oh,
after
yep.
sex.
Yep. Teresa just said it. Yeah. So
After
it's
sex, I bite their head off.
praying mantises. It's a lot of insects that actually eat the males because once we got your baby better, that's all you were needed for. Now, I'm not saying that males are useless and all we need you for is baby batter. I'm just giving an example of nature. You guys are capable and available of love too. I'm speaking on nature.
I'm sensitive.
Well, go stroke your dick because I'm not about to stroke your ego.
Okay.
But I love you
That's
though.
a t-shirt. It's a t-shirt. I birthed a t-shirt with that comment.
I'll be
That's
looking for it. I'll be the first one to buy it.
that's a t-shirt. Oh man.
It's true. A lot of people do get upset. Yeah, but to me, that's always going to be a red flag. If we're in a relationship and you be like, "Oh, you're not the same," That just means that I've grown past you. That means I've elevated to a frequency that we can no longer understand each other, and that means that we need to part ways
and or you don't want to. You're good where you're at. Like you made a conscious decision to stay where you're at.
to stay comfortable. You can't grow if you're comfortable, honey. It's not how that goes.
What? But that's I'm attached to that.
Mm-mm.
That's my 9 to 5.
Mm-mm. Exfoliate. Get that dead
You try,
skin off you and
you
continue.
trying to quit. You trying to like you want more in life.
Of
What
course.
what's great? What's greater than this?
Everything.
Isn't the ego is never satisfied? Is this ego?
Mm-mm. This is your sole purpose to continue to grow and to find out and to deconstruct what's around you, to consume knowledge. Because the more I know of myself, because let's be honest, right? When we were children, we were provided identities. We didn't get a chance to know who we were because we had to make our parents proud. We had to follow their rules. We had to do the things that they told us to do. We had to be what they wanted us to be because it was what they wanted. But now that I'm an adult and I'm grown, I'm starting to find out what I like. I'm starting to find out about me. I will ask and I will repeat, like, do you even know your soul's name? What is your name? Not the name that was given to you by your parents because they thought it was cute. Who are you outside of the identity that was provided for you? Can you really tell me who you are? Can you really tell me what you like? Do you really like the color blue? Or did your mom just dress you in blue all the time and tell you that you look cute in it? So in your mind, you're like, my favorite color is blue. Did you really want to be a veterinarian? Or did your mom say, oh, well, we have so many dogs, it would be so cute for you to be a veterinarian? So you went to school, you stressed yourself out, you almost quit several different times, but you knew you couldn't quit because you didn't want to disappoint your mom. You didn't want to disappoint your family. So you stuck with it. You got a job that you hate. Was that really your goal?
You did all of that just to wind up not happy and serving somebody else's purpose or serving somebody else's desires. What do you desire? What do you desire? That was a layered question. And everything we just talked about answered that question.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter how we start, we're always going to finish how we started.
Mm.
I think they're done. I think they're done. I think they're done. I think they're done.
They have checked. They have checked out. Like, what are you
I
talking?
don't think. I don't think the mind can go. Like it's 2 hours. Being recorded. I think we need a time limit. We need a time limit for show. For show. They don't even say and watch movies this long.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Like y'all, normally people get up, go pee, get snack, and do something. But yeah, no.
At least you could sit back and you ain't gotta listen to the whole thing. And once you go back, do what you're doing. It's gonna be on YouTube. So,
Right.
well, we gonna have so many clips from this one.
I just want to know.
Y'all,
I really want to just know, who are you? Who are you outside of the identity that was provided to you? Who are you outside of wanting to make your family proud? Who are you outside of, you got to do this in order to be successful? So you did it and you're still not successful. Or you're successful and you're unhappy.
and it's okay. It might take you weeks to answer this question, but that's where you start. You're gonna have to shed a lot. It's a whole process, months, years, energy. Remove all of this energy that you probably never removed off of you ever.
Your entire life.
You have to die. This person that you are right now has to die.
Shed and release the versions of you that you did not agree to during the full moon.
Not the full moon. Don't bring out the moon. Not the moon.
Ooh, as soon as
Not
the
the
moon
moon.
starts
You
to
have to
wane,
die.
when it starts to wane, start shedding the versions of you that were given to you instead of what you agreed to. And Sarisha said that's why you hear about doctors leaving to be a volunteer firefighter to feed the homeless. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, because this wasn't my life's purpose. I did this because everybody else in the family are doctors, so I got to be a doctor. Or my mom, everybody in the family was a police officer. Now I got to be one. But
Exactly.
not, don't let me decide I want to be an artist. Or I want to play the piano. Or I just want to do anything the fuck else because that's what I desire. You told me no. No, you're
No,
going to disappoint me. Or I'm not going to support you. I'm not going to support you.
yeah. You're not, my money's not going to back you going to be an artist.
They don't make no money. I don't believe in you. You
Mm,
don't believe in what you just created.
mm.
You don't believe in me? If you don't believe in me, the person that birthed me, what did that just do to my psyche? Now I ain't gonna be 30 years old till I heal from that. You know how many bad relationships I done got into because I just wanted somebody to believe in me, but they didn't love me. They didn't value me, but they believed in me because they seen purpose. They seen something in me. But that's probably the worst relationship of my life. I'm out here searching for that love just because you didn't believe in me. That's just I'm back. Where did Cole go? Her phone probably died. But breaking generational curses. That's what that looks like. Not repeating those toxic patterns. Oh no. Cole just told me our power shut off. We was wrapping up anyway. But any closing questions? You said you don't need weeks. Killmonger voice. Oh man. But yeah, this whole podcast, this whole YouTube live was just answering that one question. What do you desire? And how do you obtain it? So I probably gave y'all some homework, or we gave y'all some homework tonight. Um, this was fun. And the reason why we can speak on, these topics because we literally put in the work to go through it. Um, it's not easy. If everybody could, they would. If everybody was to just live, they would. And also, I'm glad you touched on that too. Kids, harboring that hate they have for their parents because of what they didn't do. but they could only do what they knew. Like they only taught you what they had the capacity to teach you. They couldn't teach you what they didn't know. So you can't hate them for that. You can't blame them from that. You still gotta love them. Even though you think their form of parenting was like fucked up, you have to understand how far we are a generation from slavery. Give them grace. Give them grace. That might be the most toxic people in your life. But give them grace. You wasn't always the best version of yourself either. So it's up to you to heal from your trauma. Once you get of a certain age, there's nobody else's responsibility but yourself. Thank you. It's my favorite. My boyfriend went through it, and his ex is really, really sad. You know, I had a conversation with my mom not too long ago, and we was talking about cause I used to blame her. I used to blame her a lot when I was a kid about like I wanted to go to this school, I wanted to play for this football team, and I didn't realize how much I held a grudge. Like well into my adult years, I used to bring it up and shit. Like, when are you gonna let that go? And I had a moment of like a call to Jesus moment. I was like, damn, I wonder how much other stuff I didn't let go that don't really matter. And it went down a whole rabbit hole. The power in your building shut off? No. See, I was on my phone, so it's okay. I hold it down. I take over the show. This is a shadow show now. I ain't got nobody to tell me to hush up. Oh shit. But no, I was just telling them I'm wrapping it up. I just wanted to see if they had some closing questions before I logged off. Mm-mm-mm-mm. See, you got you a good co-host. You got you a good co-host because I could just take over. I ain't over here looking lost. So, what do we talk about now, guys? Oh man. But if no one has any closing questions, I think we talked enough. I think we're gonna try to not go over the. Oh, hi.
Spirit told me to shut the fuck up. That's what that was.
That's what. Yeah, you went black out.
And
It
that
was
and
like
that
wrap that up,
happened
B.
twice. Like that happened twice. That shit was like, okay. And it's like I heard rain, then it just went black. Then I heard a commotion outside, it went black again.
Mm.
But go ahead, finish wrapping up.
I mean, I was about to ask if we had any questions, and we got one at the bottom. What do you desire outside of yourself? And I think you answered that. What did you say again?
Oh, me in general, like what do I desire? Listen,
Mm,
I already told you. Shoot. Go back to the water. Go back to the sea, live in love.
love,
Go
the
back to
ocean.
me and live in love. Yeah.
What do I desire? Mm. I have peace. A lot of people say they desire peace. I have peace. A lot of people say they desire love. I have love. Hell, some people even desire a soul. I have a soul. No shots pointed intended. um, I just desire truth
Mm.
I desire truth and real, just realness, authentic. And truth is information, and information is everything.
Mm.
Didn't mean to get that philosophical with it. I'm sorry.
You good. I just wanted to I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay. So that's what I desire. I'm done. I am done. I am done. I'm done.
I think she was talking about me when I said
Oh,
Spirit told me to shut the fuck up.
oh.
I was taking y'all down a rabbit hole. I was saying too much. Oh dear, I've said too much.
Oh, darn it.
Oh dear, I've said too much.
You know when that phone go off, you know that's a clear message.
Listen, the whole like the power in the entire building went black.
Can't make this shit up.
They make this shit up, yeah,
They know. They know that energy never lies.
at all.
Numbers don't lie. Even energy don't lie.
Because I've
Your
been,
eyes don't lie.
because I've been here, ain't had no issues with the power at all. It's been raining pretty much on and off all day. Ain't had no issues until I got to talking about what I was talking.
Got the popping off at the motherfucking jaw. He was like, you know what? You shut your ass up. Somebody was like, shut up.
Like,
I was like, so yeah, guys. Cole had to take a step out.
look, I didn't know if it knocked you off or not, but I was like, oh dang! But when I went on YouTube, I seen you were still there, so I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna hold down for her. I don't know when she coming back, but mm, no. Yeah, I like this one. I told you we had to do one, but now
Yeah,
y'all gonna see our faces now.
y'all gonna have to like look. I can't hide my face sometimes. Like I'll be making faces.
That's why you're not allowed to turn off the camera.
Well, the last point that I did turn the camera off is because I was trying to finish my dinner. Yeah, I told you.
No, that's fine. That's I get that
So,
part. But
yeah.
any other time to hide your facial expressions,
Ugh.
no.
Okay, that is my commitment. If I have a facial expression to,
Close your eyes. Just close your eyes. It's in your eyes. Your facial expression starts with your eyes. So you just close them.
I'm saying my face will tell me before my mouth do.
I just look away. I'm just like, oh,
I ain't gonna take y'all down another rabbit hole right
nope,
now.
you done. Nope, you done.
All right, I'm done. Well, listen, y'all, I am revamping my shop. For those of y'all that is watching, everything is pretty much 80% of my inventory is 80% off, or excuse me, 50% off um, until Tuesday. So if there was something that y'all wanted, y'all didn't get to get, or y'all felt that, the money was tighter than the hook on the weekend, then y'all have the opportunity. I'm doing a complete and total revamp of everything. So everything must
And they must go.
it must go.
And if you haven't bought my book yet, look
Fat.
at my wife being my best friend.
The
What you
code
waiting
is
on?
clearance. Thank you so much for saying that. The code is clearance, all capital letters. Whenever you go to my website, um, his book. You know what? Do you mind if I link your website to mine? Like,
Link.
can I put your book on?
Well, you better.
I didn't want to,
Our podcast and stuff all on my link and stuff. I'm like, I thought we were just
I'm
here.
gonna I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna add him to my link tree and all that kind of good stuff, so y'all can buy his book because it's really good though. It's like it feels like you're sitting there talking to him, like he's telling you a story. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm a good storyteller.
It's like so we gonna work on him getting that audio book.
I I need help. It's not. It wasn't on the KDP.
Okay, okay. I'll I'll look for how to get that done then,
Okay.
and then well, I mean I guess I may as well just tell him. So we have a book coming out. Um, you guys know that I had started an erotic novel called Black Pussy Magic. I'm not a dude, so it's hard for me to really get the
Also,
dude
I'm
perspective.
I'm I'm like I'm reading too. I'm like
Like it's so hard for me to kind of explain something from a dude perspective because I'm not a dude. So he is going to be revamping the male portion and continuing on with that book. So we will have a conjoint book called Black Pussy Magic: The Rise of the Goddess. And that is going to explain a lot more what I was talking about here, right? With the women and her choices. So, yeah.
They're not gonna like my part. And the women gonna love it. I'm like, but the
The
men
men gonna be
need
like,
to
you
read
giving
it.
away secrets? You
I'm like, bruh,
giving away secrets.
hey, then you must not like my TikTok because I always give out secrets. You don't like me because I'll be snitching. I'll be telling every motherfucker time. You must know, okay? It's for your protection. It's just for your embetterment. Like I am making you better.
Hmm. And then if you don't know certain of those things, you know what I'm saying? Like incorporate those things too. It'll help,
Embody them.
it'll push you forward. It'll push
I'm just helping. At the end of the day, this is all helping you with your shadow work.
yeah,
No,
yeah, that's
that
it. That's all, just
that is what I chose to do when I came out here to
you go.
help, lead. I'm a natural one leader.
Ooh, yeah. I think we've went down a lot of I can't even say Alice in Wonderland rabbit holes because yo ass don't even know what the fuck it is.
Oh, really? You gonna throw them shots out right now? You know what? We remind each other of the parent that tell the kid like we about to leave. We about to leave.
Like we about to get out
And
of here
then don't leave. We had to get out of here.
and we still here.
So
Like I'm telling y'all, listen, like our conversations are like this on a day-to-day basis. This is not just podcast and live talk, right? We literally this is our shit every fucking day. We take each other down fucking rabbit holes every day.
workbook. Mm, I like that.
Mhm. I mean, well, Shadow was actually a part of my Blue Flame project where he's supposed to be helping me, but I don't know what they got going on. I don't know what they got going on. But I think a workbook will be amazing.
God damn it.
Yep. Threw you under that damn bus.
Fucking accountability whooping my ass, bro.
And what was that? Back in June? What? Mm, damn. It's November. Mm, 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 mm.
No comment.
Mm. But of course, you can always catch us on Mondays and Fridays in Google Meet. It is free to come heal, come express yourself. Um, you know, come get some love or get drugged for filth, whatever choice you choose.
And anybody can get it.
Anybody.
Even me. Even Cole. We all have our days.
Mhm. Mhm. So, more rabbit hole adventures. Like when I tell y'all, you wait until
That's a
we
t-shirt
have
too.
this conversation on rabbit holes. Amazon, your third eye Alexa baby is coming.
I can't wait to have like a real count. Like we ain't like you said, we ain't been on the microdose. We ain't been high. We ain't been drunk. We ain't been nothing. We been straight sober.
Right. We've been punking it all along.
Man, y'all have no idea what's in store. This is a starter kit.
Am I keeping the third eye elixir? The third eye elixir will remain. The third eye elixir is going to have some partners as well. But like I said, all of my candles and things like that, everything must go.
Okay.
Whole nother revamp. He knows. I can't even say a little bit, like a lot of bit about it. And I've been listening. I've been doing the research. I've been doing the work. Um, and I'll probably get it done sooner than I thought I would. Actually, it's gonna be sooner than I thought it was.
You got a good audience. They all stayed in here.
They
They
did.
did. Y'all are troopers.
Y'all rock with us for real.
Rock with the hell yeah. I think the most we had in like 15, 15.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty steady.
Like Teresa said, I got all the bars. So
Mm. But yeah, we're gonna be posting clips of this a little bit everywhere.
yeah,
And we about to get this YouTube thing popping.
we are. We're gonna be on here a little bit more. We have to see how this StreamYard thing works. Um, I mean, I think it's pretty easy. I guess it's just about
Yeah.
finding out the pricing of it
Hmm.
and just going from there.
The wind is blowing really hard where I'm at right now.
Mm.
Like, do you hear it?
I
God
didn't know if you could hear
damn.
what was in my background or not. That's why I was like, what the heck?
No.
Going in this building, y'all, too. So it's probably really creepy. I locked the front door, so I'm safe. So I'm locked in.
All right, I got somebody that wants to talk. That's funny. Oh man. Mm.
Oh, man. Okay, y'all. I think we really gonna get out of here because my child just told me that it's past my curfew.
I ain't got no kids today.
Apparently I need to head home because I have a curfew. I didn't know I had a
Oh
curfew.
yeah, yeah. My mama had a curfew. Like you ain't at home at a certain time. Where you at? You're not allowed to have a life outside of us. Not just yet.
I snuck out the house today. Like I'm like, listen, I'm out. I told you I sent my kids a resignation letter. Like y'all old enough. I have taught y'all enough. Y'all could survive. With a third eye elixir, you can add it into water if you choose to, but I'm just a G, so I get two droppers and I just take it straight. It's nasty as fuck, but baby, listen. As a matter of fact, Self Love Oracle, she takes it, so she could probably tell you her experience. When you first get it, I will go ahead and take it for the first 5 days, stop for 2 days, and then only take it like no more than 3 times a week because it's gonna send you down a rabbit hole, especially with vivid dreams. So I didn't get used to the taste. I still think it tastes nasty, but I take it because I know I need to take it.
I'm gonna have a good meditation tonight. Sure is.
Look. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, he literally, and he done text me twice. I'm like, I'm your like I am is an adult.
Who told you that?
Shit, apparently I don't know. Apparently nobody, cause I'm told it is past my curfew.
You have terms and conditions.
Mm. He only been on this earth 14 years trying to tell me what to do.
I ain't got those problems yet.
I mean, but she run you now, so be prepared.
Goodbye. 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 I'm I'm going mute.
Oh, they don't need to go mute now. Yeah, I don't know. Like, my daughter actually, she was like, you're not grown.
444. Sorry. Sorry.
But no, my daughter did. She told me, she was like, well, you're not grown. You still have to be home at a certain time. You still have to do this at a certain time. I'm like, but it's like now she got me thinking because it's like there are beings that are older than me. So, are we still considered kids? Are we still considered? Rabbit hole. Nope. 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 Nope.
I'm done, Cole.
Done. 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 You used to taking attention, so you should be okay. Okay. I'm actually probably going to make it in a bigger bottle. I'm probably going to move away from some tinctures and actually start putting them in 4 ounce like bottles that you can actually, like pour into a cup or so. Um, and go from there. And that's why I said when I tell y'all that I'm revamping, like I am revamping, and that's why I'm like, I need to get this stuff off of my shelves. I need to clear the way. Take this stuff. It's 50% off. Take it. I got to get it out the way so I can bring in all of this new stuff. I'm excited. So take it, y'all. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. It is 50% off.
Better give
So,
me a candle.
hmm,
Better give me some candles.
mother, get you some candy.
Candles.
Oh, can do's. You better get them. They
Running
here.
them.
They here. They is here. Mm-mm-mm. So I guess we're really about to get off of here. And looking at my sister gonna come in. Hey baby. Um shit. I guess I gotta go home because it's past my curfew. Like, damn, like that really sounds weird for me to say. Like I feel away. Like it's past my curfew.
I don't know how you gonna feel away. That's what you signed up for.
But did I?
I mean, I don't know if you really understood or understood your choices and decisions that you was making for the future, but yeah.
I don't believe that I signed up for a 14-year-old and a 15-year-old to tell me that I got a curfew, that I'm supposed to be home at a certain time because they want me at home. And the fact
What
that I am damn near 40 years old and I had to sneak out my house.
what gave them the confidence? Who raised them?
Damn, shit. The fuck I get for raising free thinkers. Hmm, you right. You are right.
Well, go take your ass home.
I still gotta pack stuff up here. I'm glad I brought my umbrella in here.
Yeah, it's raining. It's raining hard. This is like a hurricane or something.
We're gonna talk about that actually. We have a conversation to have about that. Yeah.
What?
I almost got in trouble.
I yep, yep. I'm glad you guys stayed for as long as you could.
Age is a man-made illusion. Self-love oracle. We said we was getting off of
It's
here.
over. I'm done. I'm done. Cause I'm not. We're gonna do this for another hour. I know it.
Like we will. We will be here for another fucking hour. I do. I'll update it. Actually, I do have the cleansing soap. I just kept forgetting to update that it was here because people were coming in buying it, so I forgot to put it back on our website. That's on me. Um, but
It's
I do
on
have,
me, baby.
and the soaps are being re. Oh, I'm gonna shut up because I'm excited.
You should be.
Like I've never been so excited to deconstruct something to rebuild it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm playing Jenga and I just pulled, you know what I'm saying, one of the little wood pieces, knocked everything the fuck over. And now I feel like old dude off of the movie Robots where he was able to build everything back up when his dominoes fell. Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me.
No. Be excited. Be in the moment. Be happy that you even have the perception, even to view it the way you view it.
True. Because some people would be like, oh my God. you know.
You
But
alchemize the thoughts and energy, and you turn it into
yeah,
something. You're
for
like, you know
sure.
what? I can do this. I can restart, and I can do this.
Mm,
Like life is all about rebuilding and restarting.
yeah. Like you die every full moon, y'all. So just know that. Just understand that. Okay, my bad. My bad.
I'm about to leave her, y'all. She's gonna be my bro. She'll probably be
You
our
gonna
motherfucker.
leave me? This is
You
not
already left me. You already
this is
fucking left
not what
me.
we signed up. No, Spirit told me to shut the fuck up and kick me off. This is not what we signed up for, goddamn it. You ain't leaving me. Shit. The hell. What you thought this was? I will tell on you.
Why?
Yeah, that tune done changed now. Uh-huh.
Right, stitches get snitches get stitches.
Shit. The only thing that I'm low in, you guys, is the African black soap. I only got 4 bars, and I don't, and I'm might not bring that back. I may keep it as wholesale, but not retail, because y'all don't be knowing how to use it anyway.
Mm.
I'm joking, but no, it probably won't come back. Yeah, I got 4 CMOS soaps. I'm not going to be making that anymore. Even though they're very beneficial for your body and your hair, I won't be making them no more.
I was down from down. Y'all be careful. Get home.
Okay.
Yes, Cole.
I will be careful. And I actually do hear that the rain has really picked up a lot. So I think I'm about to pre-start my vehicle so I can just go to it and drive off.
And we will do this soon.
We will do this
We'll
again.
be consistent. More topics.
Yes. More consistent, more topics, and all that great stuff. Because there was one rabbit hole I didn't get to take y'all down. So,
And we ain't doing that.
and we not doing it.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
We don't
We
talk
not
about
about to talk about Bruno.
the podcast prior to me getting shut out will be available on the regular podcast stream. So if you missed the beginning of it, this will be saved. Please don't worry about it. We will save this broadcast. It'll also be on the regular podcast platform. So listen away. And for those of you that did not get the code, because it's not streaming anymore. The code is clearance. Okay. So if you go to the website and you want anything, the code is clearance. Let us get our thoughts together for the next one.
Yeah. Okay, we will. Hey, that's why we do it in what every week, every 2 weeks,
Yeah.
once every 2 weeks.
Because we know that we be taking y'all down rabbit holes. Y'all be deconstructing every single thing in your life. I have one person that will hit me up and they're like, don't respond to me. I just need to get these thoughts out. Yes, it is clearance in all caps, you guys. Clearance in all caps. But I'm still not sharing any more than I already have.
Oh, this is crazy.
Bye, y'all. We gotta go.
Bye.
We gotta
Bye.
go.
Love and light.
Bye, y'all. Rabbit holes. I ain't loving nothing. Darkness.
Oh,
Rabbit
I'm
holes.
gone. Yeah, I'm gone.